Hey everybody, my name is Bob. This is my backyard. Today, I'm in the office. I did a bunch of filming today, and I didn't like the intro, so I'm changing the intro to this. Hopefully it's acceptable. Anyways, I'm going to show you a few things today, things that are coming up on the channel, and just go for a little UTV ride and show you the trail. Or some of the trail, not all of it, some of it. And just how things are going to go. So, let's get into it. But I got all my firewood done for this season, so now I got to start on next year's wood, but I'm good for this year's wood. So, also, we're going to be on to the mill. I'm just going to turn this around. And I got a couple of logs down for the mill, and the mill's all set up, ready to go. I'm going to be showing in another video milling the logs. I also I also made a new winch to get the logs up onto the mill deck. You can hear the side-by-side running. We're going to jump in it and we're going to go for a little ride. I'm going to take you up the bush, show you some fall colors, and show you some of the trails and a couple of things I got on the go. Anyways, let's jump in the side-by-side and we'll go up. Okay, so we're crossing the pond. I gotta do some more maintenance to this. The damn beavers, they plug it and it floods, and then when it floods, my road starts to go. And the deer, they like my road, they use it, they come up to the backyard, say hello now and then. Anyways, I don't know if you can see the colors up there or not from here, but we got some reds and some yellows mixed in with the green. Looks pretty good. Show you a couple things. So the trees that are up at the logs that are up at the mill, they came from back here. Oh. I don't know how well you can see that stump back there. See that stump over there? That poplar tree was this right in here. Took out this maple tree, just shattered it. So I gotta come back. This is firewood for next year. The top of that poplar will be wood for next year. And then that poplar tree there, if I cut it, I'll probably get a couple of logs out of that section and one log out of the top, and the rest will go to firewood. But you see that tree? You see that tree leaning up there? How it goes into that pine tree? Well, that's the other half of the poplar on the joint stump it was on. It broke. Split in two directions. That one caught up. I'm going to have to hook a winch cable to it and maybe over to this pine tree to it and start pulling it this way, pulling it back towards where we're standing, towards that pine tree. And it might be a matter of going from there down to there, put a snatch block, and going back over here so that I can use the come along at that tree and pull it back safely so I'm out of the way, and then notch it and get it to fall. When I go to do that, I'll film it so you guys see what I did. We'll get back in the side-by-side. My trail goes on up through there. I got to get all this stuff out of the way so that we can we can do all that. You see, there's little trees everywhere. Ice storm brought down, pushed everything over. And then there's these trees that just grew funny. They need to come out. They won't amount to anything, and they're taking resources from the other trees. Again, it only runs in the spring and to about halfway through the summer. By that time it drains the reservoir and it's up there down, the overflow's gone. It's still wet up now. And I gotta fix my trail going that way. Now that big old pine tree there, that butt won't fit on the sawmill, but the top will. And then I'll use the chainsaw mill on the base of it to get it down small enough to go on the mill. And then I got a little waterfall that runs down in here for part of the year. It's nice. You can come up here and listen to the water run. So it's peaceful. And there's a deer trail through here that I marked with that red flag. I gotta widen that out so I can get this down through there. There's a couple of trees down there that have to be removed, and I gotta come in from the other end and have a spot out this way because the hill's too steep, I think, to get down in there and turn around. I'll have to come down across the creek and come out this end, so like that tree there will go. So I marked that so when I come up again I'll know where I'm at. Plus there's a spruce tree, I think it is, back in there that's good enough for a log. Now, like I said, I had trouble with beavers. They do an important job, I guess. If you want to get technical about it. They thin the bush out and give more growth to come back in. But the problem is, you get a young beaver, like, I don't know if you can see that stump or not here, in amongst that, but you get a young beaver, and when they chew that off, that tree's not so bad. Go ahead just a bit, and that stump that's in there, that's a pretty big tree for them to be going. That's almost 7 inches across. That's a little big. All they did with that one, they chewed all the bark off it. And I turned it into firewood because there's no bark on it. It was hung up. Now I'm going to show you another tree. Where is it? There it is. Okay. I'll give you a close-up on this one. Bear with me. Oh. See this? That was a beaver biting off more than he could chew. But that tree, I gotta come. They went right into they're right into the heart here. That tree's got to come out. Mind you, that's a little bit of firewood for me, but it's still that was a nice tree. And then this here, all this in here, like they flooded it. They flooded it, and they've cut all the big trees, a lot of them, out of it. Like, look, they gnawed on this one. On the other side, this don't look bad. You get to this side, look at it. That tree's got to come out. I can't. They killed it. They girdled it. It's no good, right? But they come through here, and they you know, if they took those two trees off that, that ain't so bad. Or like, you know, that ain't so bad. They cleaned up their mess. I had to clean up, like over there. I had to clean up some of these poles. You can see they got a trail here. Turns out that way. And they dragged down to here. And they got what we call a small boat launch here. Oh, there's the house right there. I haven't been out here to look. Oh, that's close enough. See that beaver house over there? And another old beaver house over there. But the water level's dropped. I bet you it's dropped, oh, but at least 18 inches in here. They might have moved on, or they might have moved down there for more food that way. I don't know. But they got this beat into there so far that it's like a boat launch. Wait till I show you the other one. Right, they did leave some of the maples. But all these young oaks, they're all coming up. Look at this boat launch. Look at that. Fucking huge. It's 4 feet across. And go right out. And a couple of years ago, I'd be standing in water. And you see they got a trail up that way. And their beaver house is over there. I didn't know there was a beaver house there. But, yeah, that pine tree's not quite big enough yet. Getting there. Oh. So you see this tree here, they chewed it off. It was hung up it was hung up here. Couldn't even get through the trail. I had to take it out. And that big old oak, that one there's been chewed on too. At least that's 3 logs. That's 8, 16, 24. Yeah, I'll get 3 logs out of that. And then this here, this all in here, this had a whole bunch of trees in it that were all, some of them were this size, right? And some of them were this size, but they were pretty thick. Now they're all pretty much gone. The sunlight can get down to the bottom. There's still a couple of logs in there I got to get out. But all the oak trees are coming up. This on this end primarily was maple. As you can see, these are all oak leaves now. And some poplar. The odd maple. But yeah, even that tree over there's got to go. It's girdled. There's a good solid tree still laying down there. Not a lot of firewood in it, but every wheelbarrow load counts. It takes about a wheelbarrow load a day to heat the house, give or take a stick. Oh! they got up in here. It's not very far from the trail on that side. This just goes in a big circle, comes back in, because there's another branch back that way, puts us out the other direction, the front half of the property. But this here, this was sad when I come up here and I seen all those stumps. Not back out to the pond. I said, it doesn't take long to go around through the place once, but still not too bad. There's a tree right there. It's got to come out. And laying down. It was too green for this year. Anyways, that's the ride along. Give you a little update this week. That's all I was doing. I haven't been able to get out this week for certain circumstances, but hopefully you've enjoyed this little video. Please comment, tell me what you think. And to my one buddy who says there's too much camera movement, hope you don't get motion sickness. And yeah, so look forward to the next few videos. They're going to be mostly mill stuff, I think. Like getting the logs from back there. Just that one tree, I'll film it, and I'll film up at the mill doing the logs. I've got 4 pine logs to do, and from the looks of it, I'll have 6 or so poplar logs to do and get those started. And you'll probably see videos on the things I make out of that lumber. Anyways, for now, thanks for watching. Thanks to the 3 subscribers I picked up in the last couple of weeks. Hope you enjoy the videos, and please comment and share. You have a great afternoon. Bye.